2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Players' Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course following our feature group is the delightful Henny Quag. Hello, Henny.
Hi, Luke and Rich. Looking forward to following these two players again as they reignite their rivalry. I have a feeling we'll be in for some more exciting golf as these two battle it out.
Rich, how do you see it?
It was Brooke who won their most recent encounter, so let's expect some fireworks this week, Luke.
Yes, she's a born winner, isn't she, Brooke Henderson? This is going to be a tough rivalry, but one if you can win will certainly build your confidence. Looks like they put a good pass on that one. Let's see what kind of tone he sets for himself today. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Yeah, he's looking at maybe a little over 130 to the pin. He really got that one out there. Fantastic drive.
And choosing the 8-iron here. Yep, that shot's safely on the green. What's in front of them, Henny?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
Oh, just missed. Par putt coming up here. So it'll be a par to start their round.
That's a rock-solid par right there.
The first of our birdie opportunities comes second, par 5.
Driver not necessarily required here because you have to shape your tee shot from right to left, and if you're a right-handed golfer, that's not the easiest thing to do. So lefties have a better opportunity, I think, of finding this fairway than most with driver. From there, a second shot over a long bunker to a green that's very narrow, dotted by pot bunkers. Truly is one of the coolest par 5s on this layout.
Yeah, going for it in 2. Okay, he wants to win.
This putt about 11 feet in distance. Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade. He's currently tied for 15th.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
Let's take a look at the par 3 third. Straight away mid-iron to short iron shot.
Such a cool little par 3. Love this green. There's a low section in the front and a high section in the back. And anytime they put the pin all the way in the back section of this green, well, I tell you what, good luck on you. If you miss this green long and or left, that bunker sits some 5 feet below the surface of the green. Right over the spot they were looking at.
And this putt coming up for his par. Currently a couple under for the round. Well, the fourth is another great example that it doesn't need to be a long par 4 to be a testing one. This fourth can be menacing, can't it?
Just a small little twisty par 4. Just going to take out a fairway wood, find the fairway, and from there you're going to have a small second shot, probably a wedge. 3 distinct sections to this green, the front, the right, and the back left, and all of them have their difficulties when hitting your approach shot into them. However, in my mind's eye, if you find the fairway, you should have a decent look for birdie.
Clubbing up, smart. Got to control it though. Let's see.
Well, that's well played, and a great birdie opportunity coming up here at the fourth.
You know what? That deserves a golf clap.
That was a gallant attempt. 3 feet to go here to the hole. And as they leave that hole, Rich, you'd imagine a little bit frustrated after such a great shot in. Now 7 shots behind after that. All right, Rich, the par 4 fifth. A strong hole, this one, isn't it?
Huge mounding down the left-hand side that you want to avoid at all costs. The bunker down the right-hand side, to be fair, is not that bad, but a little further right of that, though, that's the water. You want no part of it. Second shot is downhill to a green. To be fair, that's mostly flat, runs from back left to front right, but one of the more benign greens on this layout.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. That should find the surface. It's just about 3 feet away. Ooh, nice putt to make for a birdie. And that will take him to 3 under. The tee shot at the par 4 6 has changed a lot now that that tree's been taken out of the way, Rich. But what do you think of this short par 4?
I missed the tree. I thought that was a really cool feature of this hole. You had to flight it underneath the tree back in the day to find the fairway. The bunker down the left-hand side has been expanded quite a bit as the lake on the left-hand side has been added as well. The front part of this green is protected by tall palm trees that will certainly make you think on your second shots. This is a wonderful little par 4. This one is all over it.
And this putt to move into the top 10. Good stroke. That will work. On a roll here with back-to-back birdies. And he dances his way to the top 10 after that delightful shot. Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. As we go from a wonderful little par 4, we go to a challenging, longer par 4, the 7th.
And as you can see, there's a long fairway bunker down the left-hand side that makes you believe there's more room left than you actually have. It's just not there. Players should be looking a little bit further right. If you find the fairway, your second shot should be straightforward. In fact, Luke, I made a 2 here one time, so that shows you how simple this hole can be.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Yeah, he's staring down about 12 feet. What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. The 8th hole, a long par 3 stretching 240 yards at its maximum. It's no sleeper, that's for sure.
I don't find anything sleepy about this hole. The front of this green is so narrow. There's no place to land it, especially when they put the flagstick there. This hole will grab your attention, as it should, because it's a long iron to a sliver of an opening. Even when they put the pin on the right-hand side, you want no part of it. The center of the green all day long here.
Well, this would be a great par putt if he can make this. Good putt, that. And as we take a look at the leaderboard, and there he is, Will Zalatoris, your leader. The final hole on the opening 9 at TPC Sawgrass Stadium course, Rich, is a clever 3-shotter.
Par 5, 583 yards from the back. Most players will play this as a 3-shotter. Just find the fairway out to the left, second shot out to the right, sets up a very simple third shot to a very narrow green. Miss it right or left, good luck getting it up and down.
Rich, there's plenty of paths to the PGA Tour, but few seem to bash their way to the PGA Tour quicker than Will Zalatoris. It was an immediate impact he had, and it's just such an exciting game he possesses.
Watching him go from the Korn Ferry Tour and essentially bypassing all of that fairly immediately with the 3 wins and getting onto the PGA Tour and having such a profound effect when he was out there really is quite astonishing. Without getting the win, but seemingly in contention each and every week out there, you feel the sky is the limit for what's going to happen with this young man. He is so disciplined in what he does in a round of golf. He's got a great mind in the way that he approaches the game and how he advances the golf ball to point A to point B to point. He sees this golf course 3 shots in advance. It's just kind of like it's right there in front of him. He reminds me of an old school pool player who he's already made all the shots. Now he just has to go ahead and just sink the next one because he set himself up perfectly for the next one. It's impressive.
That's heading for the fairway. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Yeah, he's about 155 from this hole location.
Opting for the 9-iron. A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the 10th.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there. Better than most.
A well holed, he'll take the birdie. And that will take him to 5 under. He finds himself tied for 6th.
There's some birdie holes out on this course, and the 11th is certainly one of those, but there are some troublesome spots if you get out of play.
There definitely is trouble, but the thing I love about this hole the most, Luke, is that there's so many different ways to play it. Most players will take driver off the tee, but from there, now it's anybody's ball game. You don't have to go for the green on the second shot. You can lay it up over the left. You can lay it up over to the right. You can lay it up long left. There's so many different ways of attacking this hole. Each individual is going to do it differently. I love the second shot on this hole.
Well, that's certainly showcasing all their talents there. That's impressive.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
A spot in the all-important top 5 awaits if you can hold this putt. Get in.
Well, that's a bit disappointing.
Well, I think they fell in love with the line, forgot about the pace.
An opportunity for a birdie here. Will Zalatoris currently in the lead as we check the rest of the standings.
Well, the tee shot is all that matters on the short par 4 12th. Most players can reach the green. It's just the decision whether the player goes for it or not.
They can, but they better be aware that there's a lot of danger up there. Water left obviously is no good, but even bailing out to the right in those dunes, in the mounds, the little pot bunkers on top of those mounds, well, forget about it. That's not a good space either, especially since the green does run pretty hard from right to left. If you want to take this hole on with driver and expecting to make 3, well, you need to realize that a 5 and a 6 could be easily made as well.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible.
And that impressive young man, Will Zalatoris, currently leads this one.
Well, as you start to head for home here at TPC Sawgrass, you're blessed with this wonderful par 3 13th.
And this is a really cool par 3. You've got 3 distinct areas on the green, front right, all the way on the left-hand side, and the back right. Wherever they put the pin is going to dictate what shot shape you want to have into that green. I think it's a really cool design because it requires you to think about how you want the golf ball to land on the green and the way you want it to bounce. I think Pete Dye did a great job in designing this green.
Just didn't drop.
And he's down there. You got to read.
This one will run uphill.
Ooh. A bogey putt awaits. That gets the job done.
And unfortunately heading in the wrong direction on the leaderboard after that hole. There's a few birdie opportunities out of the gate here on the second 9 at TPC Sawgrass, but it really starts to toughen up down the stretch, starting here with a difficult par 4 14th.
Difficult tee shot on this playing some 481 yards from the tip. You find the fairway and you've got a decent chance of finding the green with your second shot, but if you're out of position anywhere on this hole, your number will go up exponentially.
Terrific shot and a chance for birdie coming up here at the 14th.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
It's looking solid.
That's a good way to bounce back from the drop shot at the last hole.
And that will take him to 7 under. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. The par 4 15th again requires another strong tee shot because there's some trees in the way, Rich.
Players do hit through a chute off this tee shot, which makes it a little bit simpler, I believe, for the players. Bunker down the right-hand side is no good because you'll have trees blocking you out with your second shot. If you miss it left into the pine straw, now you've got some trees blocking you out there, so finding the fairway is imperative. This green is no fun. You find the center of the green and you might be able to putt every single day, but in all reality, you have to find the correct section in order to give yourself the best look at making a putt.
And just a little bit of cleanup work remaining on this hole. And it's Will Zalatoris in top spot.
As we head to the 16th tee, the famous par 5, Rich, the start of the gauntlet.
Ideally, players want to take their tee shots from right to left. Start off that fairway bunker and move it left back in the fairway. Anything down the left-hand side can get caught up into those trees and really cause players issues with their layup. You find the fairway, now you have a massive decision to make. Go for it or bail out to the left, thinking that's the safe play. It really is not. You have to be brave and try and find this green with your second shot. If not, it could come up and bite you.
Opting for the 4-iron here. And here we are with the third shot. 4 strokes off the lead. This putt is about 8 feet.
Their short game has been very impressive. They've been really sharp today.
Oh, so close. An opportunity to make their par. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. All right, Rich, you've stood there, you've hit the shot. Take us through the par 3 17th.
When you play here in a practice round, it looks like you could just throw it on there. But when you're in a tournament round, it doesn't even look like it exists. The hole changes so much when the tournament starts. That's what I love about it. You just add 35,000 people who are having some fun and ready to heckle you if you knock it in the water. Good luck. Enjoy.
He seems to have zero regard for the fact that he's playing against a multiple major champion here. Just firing off approach shots like that. Wow.
That putt went a bit long there. Putting for a par now. And that putt will drop. Well done. Trailing by 4 strokes. Let's head to the finishing hole. This wonderful par 4 18th. Wonderful only if you're a spectator.
It's wonderful if you're not playing it for a lot of cash. It's just one of the most difficult, visually intimidating holes I think you'll ever face in your life. Somehow, try and hit it down the right-hand side of the fairway, keep it out of the rough, and from there, hit it out to the right-hand side of the green somehow, also keeping it out of the rough or that pot bunker short right. Listen, you'd be happy to make 5 here, that's for sure. 4s are magnificent. 3s are unicorns. They really don't happen that much. It is such a difficult, demanding finishing hole. Probably one of the toughest in championship golf.
And with that, this round comes to a close. Well, Rich, not sure about you, but I thought that day was an absolute doozy. This player seems to be in decent shape, don't they?
Great golf being played already. Can't wait to see the next round.
Well, that was a thrilling day, and on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us.
Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Players' Championship. Today's coverage is about to start. Pleased you could join us for this final round action. Hi, I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam. It's been great to have your company here. And Rich, we're into the final round now. What's our next player dealing with as they get it underway?
In the top 5, starting the final round. So it's been a good week, but it will only be a successful week if they get the win come day's end. Lots of golf to be played and some good opportunities ahead.
Today's promising to be an exciting one, so let's get straight into the action.
Club up. I like this play.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Firm, back, up the hill. This will be a good one.
Always nice to hold those for a birdie.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
John Rahm, your leader, as we head to the next hole.
Time to tee off at the second.
drive it out to the right-hand side to give yourself a good look at reaching this green in 2.
Could not be more perfect. They're thinking of going for this one, guys. Gotta be aggressive. Love this play out here.
Looks to be going with the 4-iron. Now that's heading further left than they wanted, I think. Getting ready to play their 3rd. There's part of about 6 feet coming up.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Beautiful shot. Back-to-back birdies never hurt, Rich.
Kinda like it. He's feeling it.
And as we check in on the leaderboard, it's John Rahm on top.
Ooh, I always love these holes. Here we have a par 3.
Par 3, just 177 yards from the back, but this green is always firm. Be wary of that.
Going with the 6-iron here.
This one's got eyes for the flagstick.
Oh, these are good putts to make. Good for momentum. Right on 7 feet. It was on a good line.
An opportunity to make a par here.
He's currently tied for 2nd. Let's see what happens here on the 4th.
Par 4, 384 yards from the back. A long, snake-like bunker down the right-hand side to a cool little green with all sorts of movement on it. A very fun hole to play indeed.
This one needs to kick left. Yeah, not a bad effort, that one. Up onto the green and a chance to hole your putt.
Already had a few birdies today. Another opportunity for another one. Let's take a look.
That'll be a good result. I know it didn't go down, but it just a tap in awaits.
Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. Teeing off here at the 5th.
Par 4, 471 yards from the back. Drive it out to the left-hand side to give yourself the best angle for your 2nd shot into this long, thin green.
This one looks to be headed towards the fairway.
And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
The wind is at their back on this one.
That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This is downhill. Can't be too bold.
That wasn't your best effort, was it? Ooh, nice line. Now, nice to make a mid-range par putt. Now 4 back after that hole.
Time to tee off at the 6th.
Par 4, 393 yards from the back. Most players taking out a long iron or hybrid just for placement in the fairway. This green is surrounded by tall palm trees. Don't get caught out by one.
Chosen the pitching wedge here.
Yeah, the wind's really starting to blow, but that didn't faze them.
Putting for birdie here.
These are on rails, looking good.
Well played. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard.
Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
Difficult par 4, 451 yards. Water and sand all the way down the left-hand side. Hit it out to the right. Find the green with your 2nd and sprint to the next hole, making 4.
Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Setting up from about 130 yards out. Wow, that one was a fairway splitter.
Going with the 8-iron here.
That's a tad wayward. Not quite finding the surface.
Oh, look at that. The wind just wreaking havoc with that shot. Disappointing.
I like that. Always good when you've got hands like that around the green.
Judging it beautifully.
And it's John Rahm in the lead.
You've reached a par 3. Let's keep our laser focus.
Par 3, 237 yards in length. A brute, to say the least. It is a tough hole surrounded by bunkers. If you can make 3 here, you're a happy person. A nice little draw. Nothing sweeter. Nicely done.
Well, this will be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it?
You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Teeing off here at the 9th hole. That was absolutely murdered. 4 victories so far this season. That's nicely done. And here we are with the 3rd shot.
3 shots off the lead.
Well, that's a handy shot. Well, a 9-foot chance here.
Little birdie look in here.
Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. So, Rich, give us a halftime report.
Well, it's been great watching this player get the best of their rival, but still a long way to go until the end of this tournament. Let's see how it shakes out.
That should find the cut stuff.
And he's down there.
Yeah, he's looking at maybe a little over 130 to the pin.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
And just about 8 feet left to the hole.
Now this is important. This for par.
And there it is. Just 2 shots back after that hole. Let's see what happens here at the 11th hole.
Par 5, 558 yards long. Avoid the fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and you might have a hope of going for it in 2. However, you better be brave and you better know what you're doing, because this green will call you out on the 2nd shots if you're not careful.
And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Wind starting to get up, but it's helping, which is nice.
Nicely done.
What's in front of them, Henny?
Setting up this putt 15 feet from the cup.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
Ouch, that hurts. This putt coming up is for birdie. And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. Trailing by a stroke after that hole.
I tell you what, inching closer to that top spot on the leaderboard, things are definitely heating up.
Now this one looks to be heading down the runway. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Yeah, this is straight back into the breeze. Going to be a tough one. He's had a disagreement with the caddy. He's gone down a club.
That's a terrific shot and sets up a birdie opportunity here at the 12th.
This is looking solid, what they wanted.
Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. That's a momentum maker, isn't it?
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Checking in on the standings now, and they're currently tied for first, alongside John Rahm.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the 13th. 12 feet to the cup coming up.
Looking better.
And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard.
That fine play ensures they hold top spot on the leaderboard, but look out, John Rahm is right behind them. And a par 4 awaits at this next hole.
If you hit it down the left-hand side, the golf ball will chase a long way, but you'll be blocked out by some trees. You hit it out to the right, you're going to be on top of a mound, but you'll have a really good idea of what's in front of you. This hole historically plays as one of the toughest ones on the back 9, and it's all because of where that green sits. It sits from right to left with a decent amount of movement in it. It is not straightforward at all. This hole causes players all kinds of problems.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 20 feet from the cup.
That's a long-range bomb, and with it, puts extra strain on the person chasing behind them.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. I'm pretty sure this player will be buoyed by that birdie back at the last. Let's see if they can deliver another one.
One of the more simple tee shots on the golf course, par 4, 470 yards. Just a little fade required off the tee to the fairway. The green sits up above the fairway a little bit, surrounded by a couple of bunkers, but I gotta say, I like this hole. It's straightforward, it's simple, before you head into the final 3.
Not a bad approach. He'll be putting.
Slim chance here for birdie, but you never know.
Oh, just missed.
A par putt on the table. That will work.
And with just a slim lead coming down that stretch, anything can happen.
Leading by a couple after that hole.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun.
Teeing off here on the 16th hole.
Fun-filled adventure waits. Find the fairway, and let's see how brave you are. Do you want to take on the second shot and try and knock it on the green? Of course you do, but watch out. Lots of water awaiting a wayward second.
Well, I think they're attacking this one, taking it on in 2. I like their style.
Opting for the 6-iron. Oh, I like that strike. This one's heading well towards the green. Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation.
That's frustrating.
Always nice to have a birdie putt.
Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? That dog will hunt.
Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it. Go in. And that putt will drop, and he'll extend his lead.
I like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard.
What a lovely position to be in. Holding the lead, playing the last. Good luck.
What kind of rhythm is that? It must be tough falling out of bed every day with a rhythm like that.
And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Setting up this shot with the wind in their face.
And choosing the 8-iron here. That could play. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole. And that'll do it, Rich. Players Champion. That's one of the elite wins in their career.
Winning the Players Championship, Luke, is easily as good as winning any major because the field quality is so amazing. This is going to speak volumes for this player and the career going forward. This is a heck of a win. I can't wait to see what they produce next.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in and see you next time.